So first and foremost, guys, there is proper ways how to do things, how to love people, and how to just get the most out of life. And if you don't know how to properly do things, it can just mess up a lot of things. So, and something we do need more of in this world is know how to love more, but the right ways. Because this world lacks love, and I ain't blind enough to think otherwise, because it does. Like, I feel within myself, I have a lot of it to give, but I also don't want to give it to the wrong people. I'm very keen on that. So it's like I'm very patient with it. And I actually love to give it. Like, I don't not like to give it, but I hate giving it to these scumbags who just, they steal everything you got, and it's like, you just feel robbed, and it's never good. But there's certain rules with love that I have. If people are willing to give it to you, you should have no problem giving it back. And in fact, you can continue to give it to these people as long as they continue to give back. You stop giving love when other people completely stop giving it back. And these are mistakes that have been made, even by myself. Because it's like, they might give you enough, they might show you enough love at first to the point where you're like, okay, and you give it back, but then they might stop, but you keep giving it, and you keep giving it, and giving it, and giving it, but they stopped. And you might not even realize it, but that is exactly what happened. So you have to understand, when other people stop cooperating, you have to stop as well. So it's like an exchange. And you should even be able to give to certain people first. But if they don't give back, then it's like, okay, I just got to kind of walk away from this person. I kind of just got to slowly cut this person off and continue on with myself and my life. Because somebody got to give it first, you know what I mean? Like, somebody has to step up. Like, certain things have to go the way they're supposed to go. And you also have to be prepared for this lust stage. That's not good either. That's like fake love. So, and I've been through that as well. And it's not fun. They just don't know what they're doing. It's like they want to feel loved. They want to feel important, but they don't want to give it. So it's like fake. So you just have to know how to, like, you have to know how to do things. You just really have to know how to do things, period. It's obviously a crazy, hectic world out there. Craziness happen all the time. Some wild shit, but there's always good people out there, whether you think so or not. The people that are like, oh, I don't trust anybody. Blah, 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 blah. You don't even trust yourself. Let's be honest. How can you sit here and say, I don't trust nobody, when there's clearly good people in this world? You just probably don't, what you mean is you probably don't trust anybody right now that is around you, which is understandable. But you can't say you don't trust nobody in the entire world. That's a little far-fetched, because there is good people in this world. Sometimes when you just have no good people around you, it seems that way. But there is. There's successful marriages. There's also divorces. But the truth of the matter is, people do have successful love lives, and it's because both of these individuals who are involved, or a whole family, they got the blueprint down They know what they're doing within themselves. So it's like you have to know what you're doing within yourself. And the people you are also with have to know what they're doing within themselves. It's not a one person thing. It is not. In order for love to work and to prosper, it has to be with like a group of people who all know what they're doing when it comes to this. And one wrong person can throw everything off. So you have to be very careful. But as long as you're with the right people, you will understand that love does exist and not everybody in the world is bad. So, yeah, you're just going to learn a lot about it, period, when you have a lot of experience with it. And I've been through my fair share of stuff, and I learned a lot. I learned how things have to be. I learned that you cannot be Captain Save-A-Ho. I learned that you cannot change or help people. And when they tell you that you really can't help them, they're 100% serious. Because there was girls I was with had so much potential, such good looking people with all the potential in the world, and it's like they even tell you that they have all these issues, and it's like they come full out and they tell you the truth, and it's unfortunate, but you try to tell them, it's like, no, like, look, like, I can help you, and they're like, no, you can't. And trust me, believe them when they say it, you cannot help them. They have to help themselves, and most of the time they don't want help. They don't want it. They don't want to change. They're going to continue to live how they're going to be. You cannot love those people. They will take everything from you. In the time being, whenever I dealt with these specific people, they took a lot from me, and in return, I got nothing. So, and like I said, trust and believe. Whenever they say things like that, like, nah, like, I have issues, you can't help me. I have to live life and kind of do this on my own type thing. You let those people go. Because it's exactly what they're going to do. And most of the time they're not going to learn because they don't want to. And they're going to continue to be who they're going to be. And you have to do better. And that's all it's going to be. You have to do better. Because you do deserve better. You weren't put on this planet to just save a bunch of people. Like, you have to do what you have to do for you. And there's somebody else out there who will cooperate with you in a positive way, and you're not going to have to go through all this bullshit. You will end up getting what you deserve, but you have to know what you're worth first. And not settle for less. And at the time, guys, I did not even know I was settling for less, because I felt this person that I used to talk to and kind of be with, I felt 100% that they were on my level. I felt 100% we were like perfect for each other, but I didn't know about the issues, you see? Because they're good at hiding it. You think you're good for the person. You think you guys are good together. You can see like a future with this person. You can see how things would work out and all this stuff, but the way you're doing it is just inaccurate, because you're seeing a person in them that is not even there. And that's where it goes wrong. And it's like you just wish they could be that person, but they're not. And that's where you have to give it up, because they're not that person at all. And they do hide things from you, and they do waste your time. And it is what it is, you know? So you have to kill that person in your own head that you thought they were, and just move on, continue on, keep living your life. And eventually you will end up being with the person you're supposed to be with. There's a whole lot that plays into this stuff. There's a whole lot. And it's like you already invested, you probably could have already invested in these people. You've seen the good in them. So now when they come out and tell you they have issues, you almost don't want to believe it yourself. You almost want to believe, no, like, you can get over this, like, let's work this out, like, I'll help you, like, but it's a hard no. In any situation like this, it's a hard no. you're only going to hurt yourself. You're only going to affect yourself. You're only going to bring yourself down. You're going to have no success. So you have to get back on track and keep doing what you're doing and kill that person in your head that you thought they were and start seeing them for who they really are. And that's it. You put yourself first, you put God first, you do what's right in your own life and your own existence. And better things will happen in due time. Everything happens for a reason. Everything is happening in your higher power and in your higher favor, whether you think so or not. Even in these situations where it might be devastating, it's happening for you and not to you. With any person that you were ever with, it happened for you and not to you. No matter what age, no matter what you've been through, there's better things coming. There's better days coming. So, that is all. And there's levels to all this stuff. There's levels to love. There's levels to everything. Just like in life, there's levels up. It's the same thing with love. There's very low vibrational ways of love, and that's like kind of lust, because it's kind of like fake. And there's like higher levels of love, and it all depends on you, how high of a level that you get yourself up when it comes to self-love. And it matters with the other person how high they get their self up in self-love. So you get together with somebody like that, and now you're booming. And that's how things work. So you have to be aware of yourself. You have to be aware of others. Put two and two together and you should have no problems. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here now. On to the next one, as always. I'll be back.